Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning into my August favorites and fails video. As most of you know, I put out a video like this every single month to let you know what products I absolutely loved during those 4 weeks. Sometimes they're new products, sometimes they're older products that I've just rediscovered in my collection. This month, I think I have a nice mix of both. Some products that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale, and some products that, as I said, I just rediscovered in my stash. Because I have Rouge status at Sephora, I was able to shop the sale the very first day, which was August 24th. So I feel like I have had a decent amount of time to try these products, and I really have been that wowed by them that they have ended up in my monthly favorites. So if you are interested in hearing about and seeing the products that I absolutely loved in August, and then there is one failure. I don't even have it with me because I've already returned it. But if you're interested to hear about what that is as well, then please keep on watching. Before we jump in, I just want to say welcome to any new viewers. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you do, that you will consider subscribing to my channel before you leave and maybe check out some of my other videos. I would truly appreciate that. So let's start with brow products. I've received quite a few comments recently about how my brows have been looking. I've received a lot of compliments, I should say, and I have been doing something a little bit different. You guys are really in tune with subtle changes. You guys really notice things. And the two products that I have been using every single day for the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, they have been actually drugstore products, really affordable products. The brow pencil I've been using is the BH Cosmetics HD Brow Pencil Studio Pro in Blonde. This brow pencil is an excellent dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, which so many of you know that I love and I own in almost every single color. And why I prefer this one is because, well, the price obviously is a lot better, but this blonde is the most perfect blonde color for me. It's not too ashy, it's not too red. I've recently started going to a new hairstylist, and she has made my hair a lot brighter and more neutral. So I don't like I've never really loved the Anastasia Beverly Hills taupe. I've always gone more towards the caramel or the soft brown just because the taupe was just too ashy, and I felt like it kind of took the color away from my face. I know that might sound weird, but the color of your brows can really have an impact on your overall makeup look, truly. So this blonde is absolute perfection. Yes, I do have it on now. Then I've been setting it with this Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, also in Blonde. Now this applicator is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie, but I like the way it just picks up all of the hairs and adds volume to them and kind of spikes them up. I really like that more natural, fluffy brow look versus the real strong Instagram brow. I was never able to achieve that though because I have so few brow hairs. This product actually finds them and lifts them up so I can sort of get that look as much as somebody with minimal brow hair can, and it adds a little bit of color as well and softens the pencil. So these two together have been amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And if I'm not being too lazy to do 3 steps, I will actually run that through at the very end as well, because that's really what keeps it in place. That product it keeps your brows in place for, hours and hours and hours. So these two alone they make my brows look really good, but they don't keep them, this product doesn't keep them in place like the brow setter does. But the combination of the 3 is perfection. The other thing you guys have been complimenting me on a lot lately has been my hair. You're noticing that it's getting longer, that it's looking healthier. And as I mentioned, I have a new colorist and I think she did a fantastic job. I'm so happy with her work. Anyway, my hair growth, I still attribute to my Hairtamin vitamins, not sponsored by the way. They haven't even given me so much as a free bottle as much as I have, talked about them over and over and over, but it's okay. Not complaining. I'm happy to buy it on my own. I just think they're great vitamins. Obviously, supplements like that aren't going to work for everybody, but they've worked for me. I've been on them for almost a full year now. But I also talked about how I was really loving my Pureology shampoo and conditioner for damaged hair. I've talked about that many times. And somebody actually left me a comment on one recent video where I talked about the shampoo and conditioner. And the comment said that her hairstylist told her that you should only use that shampoo and conditioner until your hair gets healthy. Then you should use like the Pureology Hydrate or something else. And I thought, that might actually make sense. Of course, I was a little bummed because I had just purchased some brand new bottles and Pureology is not cheap. But I thought, maybe there's something to that. So I thought, I've been using that for 6 months, 7 months now, that combo. I'm going to try something different. And so when the Sephora sale came up, I knew that the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner had launched. And I checked out the reviews on Sephora.com and they were amazing. This is about, 2 weeks ago, so who knows, the reviews might have changed, but the reviews were phenomenal. And all of my hairstylists that I've had in the last 5 years since Olaplex has been out have used Olaplex and with my processing, and they've recommended the at-home step 3. And so I was really excited about the home maintenance, the 4 and the 5, the bond maintenance shampoo and the bond maintenance conditioner. If you're not familiar with Olaplex, it is an in-salon service. Your stylist, your colorist will add it to your color, and it just helps heal the bonds of the hair to make it to strengthen the hair bonds, basically. So this helps to keep that going at home. It says repairs, strengthens, and hydrates all hair types. And I used this the first day and I was really blown away. And then I also used a tiny bit of this leave-in protein cream that my new colorist had recommended to me. It's from the Dao of Hair. It is, oh my gosh, the writing is so tiny. I can't even read who this is actually by, but I'll leave the link, the Amazon link in the description because that's where I bought it from. That's where she told me to buy it from. It's not cheap. It's about $35, I think I paid. But as I said, it's a leave-in protein cream, Daoplex infused with silk proteins, natural botanicals, and multivitamins for complete hair restoration. Brings hair back to what nature intended. And it's kind of got this whipped texture to it. It almost looks like it's whipped Vaseline. Now, because it's a protein cream, I was a little bit concerned about using it before every blow dry like she had told me to, because I've heard that too much protein can send your hair in the opposite direction. It can make it look worse. I messaged my colorist and I said, are you sure I can use this before every blow dry? It's not gonna do more harm than good. And she said, absolutely not. She's like, you just use a tiny amount, like the size of a dime. She said, if you use too much, it's gonna feel gummy and gross. And I just use the dime size. I kind of go like this, rake it through my damp hair before I blow dry. And my hair has, honestly, I don't think it's ever looked better. And I attribute it to these 3 things. So every time I wash my hair, which is about 2 or 3 times a week, I use this trio and I am happy, happy, happy. Oh, I want to show you one other thing that I use to finish off my hair. This is the Kenra Platinum Silkening Gloss Brilliant Shine Polish. This is actually a repurchase for me. I cannot believe that I never showed this to you before. I was given a bottle of that, a smaller bottle, from a friend of mine whose sister is a hairstylist in another state. I don't know, she has very fine hair, just a different texture than mine, and I guess she didn't love it, but she gave it to me, and from the first use, I fell in love with it. It smells amazing. It takes down, the frizzies, it gives shine, and I don't really hear a lot of people talking about Kenra. So when I ran out of it, finally, I thought, I've got these others here. I've got, my hair oil from Way that I really like, but that one doesn't quite take down the frizzies as well as this one does. And I don't know, I just felt like whenever I would use the serum, my hair just looked extra good. All right, I feel like I've been talking for a very long time about those few products, so I'll try to move a little quicker. This was something that this blush was one that I found buried in my stash. I do have it on now. It is from Stellar. It is in the shade Flare. This shade Flare at first glance does look a lot like NARS Orgasm Blush, and it does show up similar on the skin, but this one gives, I think, more of a glow. I do not have highlighter on right now. This is blush and glow all in one. So when I wear this, I feel like I don't even need a highlighter. So if you're in a hurry, or if you feel like highlighters accentuate too much texture or pores or anything like that, then I don't know, I recommend looking into this. It's really pigmented, it lasts all day. So I'm really happy that I rediscovered this. Okay, I want to talk about my two favorite eyeshadow palettes from August, which will come as, I don't think, any surprise to anybody. But the first one is the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I waited longer than I normally do to pick up a new palette. Usually I'm right on it, but this time I waited about 2 to 3 weeks after it was launched. I was just sort of overwhelmed by all of the new palettes that were coming out, and it just seemed like something I didn't really need. But do I really need a lot of what I buy? No, not really. But then I also felt a little bit like, as a YouTuber, isn't it my job to show you guys what's new? And I know a lot of my viewers are gonna wanna see tutorials using it. So I decided to go ahead and get it. And boy, am I happy I did. I am wearing it right now. And just as with all of my Anastasia palettes, the only one I never bought was Subculture, because that one just never appealed to me. And then there was all like the drama with the quality on that. But for the most part, I own all of the Anastasia palettes. And this one is no different as far as great quality, blendability, variety of colors. And my other favorite is, without question, this Emily Noel Makeup Revolution The Wants palette. I have already done one tutorial using this palette, which I will link in the description, but I definitely plan to do more. There's really not a whole lot I can say right now about this palette that I didn't say in that video. I mean, the only thing I can say more now with more assurance, because I've played with it a lot longer, is that, yeah, I still stand by what I said in that video. I think that it is so good. Quality is there, blendability is there, color selection. I've done so many different looks with this palette, and I just love that it is so affordable. I know that it is, well, I'm pretty sure it's sold out right now, but I was lucky enough to be sent one directly from Makeup Revolution. Emily Noel, I guess, put me on a list to receive PR, which I am so grateful for. That was so amazing. I told you she's a sweetheart. So I had ordered one from Makeup Revolution directly myself, which I soon discovered was going to take 2 weeks to get to me. So I went to Ulta, and they didn't have the needs, they only had the wants. So I picked this one up there. But then one came in the mail from, a PR package. So long story short, I am going to be doing a giveaway for both the wants and the needs palette. So be on the lookout for that. I haven't decided if it's going to be here on YouTube or I'm going to do an Instagram only giveaway, but just be on the lookout and make sure that you're following me on Instagram as well, so you're aware if I do make it just Instagram, because I've never done just an Instagram giveaway, and I think it's time that I should. All right, next up is this sponge. I already threw away the box, unfortunately, but it's from a company called StansOut. I think a lot of YouTubers were sent this. I was sent one in the mail, and I had never even heard of it. I don't even remember giving them my address. But when it came in the mail, I thought, oh, this is interesting. I've never used a sponge shaped like this before. And just so you know, they did not pay me to put this in my favorites video. I know there's been like a lot of speculation and drama in the YouTube community, unfortunately, and about YouTubers and PR and sponsorships and all that. And when a company, forgive me if you already know this, but when a company sends a PR package, and I get very little. There are some YouTubers of my size that get a ton, but I get very, very little. So it was surprising that I even got this. But when a YouTuber receives PR, they're under no obligation to ever show that product. In order for a product to end up in this video of my favorites, I have to really love it. It has to be a favorite. And they don't reimburse me. They don't like send me a check and say, hey, here's a check for putting, this in your favorites video. I'm gonna receive no money from this. I don't have a promo coupon code, anything. I'm just telling you about this because I really love it. And I have to say that when I first got it and I took it out of the box, I thought I am going to hate this thing, because I am a die-hard beauty blender user. I've been using it since they came out almost 10 years ago. And yes, it has been that long, because I used to sell them at my makeup boutique, and I've been out of there for at least 7, 8 years. So, but as I started bouncing it on my skin, I absolutely fell in love with it. It takes so much less work than the Beauty Blender does. It just covers more area, and then you can kind of smush it to like really get in the sides of your nose. Then when you want to use powder to set your makeup, you can just dab it in, and it, oh my gosh, I just love this thing so much. And then finally, this lip combo I have on, I have been wearing a lot. I was wearing it on Instagram stories last week, and a lot of people messaged me and said, what is on your lips? They really liked this peachy, actually I need to touch up, this peachy lip look. And basically the main product is this gloss stick from Marc Jacobs called Preach. I also picked this up at the sale, during the Sephora sale. Buying that gloss stick gave me a reason to finally use my Pink Venus lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the one lip liner of hers that I barely ever reach for. I'm always using Iconic Nude or Pillow Talk or Super Size Me, but this one looks perfect with this combo. And the lipstick I applied first is Pure Zen from MAC. You could use any nude pink or nude peach lip color underneath. I might even try it with a matte liquid lipstick underneath just to see if it gives it a little bit more staying power, but I absolutely adore the combo. Oh, I almost forgot about my earring favorites of the month. I haven't shown you guys accessory favorites for a couple of months now. There was a time where I had a new favorite pair of earrings every single month, and well, I'm back at it. I am obsessed with these earrings from Uncommon James. They are just so easy to wear. They're super light. They go with anything. They are currently out of stock, unfortunately. That whole Uncommon James website has been out of stock of everything for quite a while, but I follow them on Instagram, and apparently they have a big restock coming soon, and I'm going to be getting these in gold. I'm gonna link them just so, you know, if somebody watches this video later in the month, hopefully they will be in stock. And as I said, I'm gonna get them in gold because they're just so practical. They're pretty, they can be worn casually for day. They stand out for a night with a nighttime look. So I'm loving these earrings. I've worn them in a lot of videos and Instagram posts lately. So, and yeah, they're so light you don't even know you have them on. Okay, let's get to the fail of the month. And I know this is going to disappoint some people. And I can't believe it's my fail, honestly, because I think I'm the only one that doesn't like this product. It is the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin HD Foundation. I could not order that fast enough when it hit the Sephora website. I was so excited because that is my kind of foundation, something that says that it's going to help refine pores, gonna stay on all day, medium to full coverage. I mean, everything about it just had my name written all over it. I was so excited, and Makeup Forever comes in such a wide variety of shades. I ordered it, I received it, I got a perfect color match. As I said, I was so excited because so many people were just raving about it. I was really thinking that I'm gonna love this thing. So the first time I tried it with a Beauty Blender, as I always do, and I could not get it to stick to my skin. And I think I'm pretty adept at using a Beauty Blender. I've used it for years and on every foundation, and the product would not stick to my skin at all. And it just looked splotchy and unattractive. So the next day, I tried it with primer. Same kind of thing. Just didn't work, didn't stay on my skin. It was just like it would not adhere. So I tried it with a brush. I tried it with my fingers. I was determined to make this product work for me. But even when I applied it to my whole face, I just didn't like the way it looked. It just didn't give me that real, like, nice, there was nothing nice about the way this foundation looked on my skin. So it wasn't even like I could talk about the long wear or anything like that because I just wanted to get it off my skin. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Like, if you are the only person out of a big group that doesn't like something, you wonder, well, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? But no, sometimes a product that everybody loves just doesn't work for you. It's just the way it is sometimes. Okay, that closes the book on another monthly favorites and fails. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, I would love it if you would give the video a thumbs up. and leave me a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Everything is under the name Risa Does Makeup. As I said earlier, if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. And that'll do it. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.